Hello and welcome into the hourglass. All right, we're doing a divine masculine energy tap today. Energy is all king here and the hourglass. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. By the way, happy birthday to all the Tauruses in the house. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so divine masculine energy tap. You could also find useful insights, information, confirmation with your distorted, wounded, or masculine energy as well. This is all about ascension, not only unions, even though unions are very promising and possible this year. So we welcome all of that union energy. Congratulations to all of you that have answered the call. You are cycle breakers, healers. You are the chosen ones to bring this loving, understanding, energy, and enlightenment to the new earth. So we have insights. So some of your divine masculines are getting that insights. Okay, galore. I'm hearing galore. So they're bombarded by a lot of these insights. Could be doing deep reflection or self-evaluation of the present moment. So they're very aware, divine feminines, of this connection, of the reality of this connection. Yes, you guys share differences, but this is a very promising connection for your divine masculine, and they want to communicate. They want to open the lines of communication and share their truth with you. They're working on being sincere, or even they're working on their skills to communicate to your divine feminine. So this is a burning desire to communicate and be honest with their divine feminines. You guys keep in mind, not all of the divine masculine energy taps are going to resonate with you. Sound. So a lot of this communication is happening through music and even in silence. Your divine masculine may be studying their vibration at this time. The intuition card wanted to flip out on my lap. So they're trusting this intuitive insights or guidance. They're very aware of their intuition right now. Wow. Go ahead, divine masculine. So let's see what buzzing chakra is shared between the both divine feminine and the divine masculine around this Taurus new moon. So we have relationship. Now I have to confess to you guys, I did do a previous new moon, dark moon in Taurus for the divine masculine, and this card came up, so now it's coming up again. I did delete that video because I felt like I was just ranting and going on. I didn't feel like my community would have been interested in hearing me, especially when we are in this energy of very impatient and what's going to happen next with the divine masculine. A lot of times we're not open, we're not receptive to listen to the deeper message here. But anyway, we're starting over because we have the relationship card and we have the heart chakra. So your divine masculine is working on this intuitive guidance that they're getting. They're learning to trust it, coming from the heart space energy, about this relationship that they may want with their divine feminine. For others of you, your divine masculine is kind of trusting the intuitive guidance they're receiving about current relationships that they are engaged in or committed to. For some of you, it's like lifetime friends, long time friends as well. They're starting to realize that there's an element or there's a substance of acceptance and trust that's missing here. You guys, I have my desk mate, Sir Sci-Fi, the genius, coming to the left side of the screen. He's very intrigued with the cards. So he's studying them along with me. He's at the side of the tank right now. Let me see if I could get him to come over here. Hey, Sci-Fi. Hey. Hey. There he goes. So he's very intrigued with my ring. I don't think you guys could see him. He's hiding behind his plants. I have some plants in all corners of his tank. But anyway, in more time, he should make his appearance. I did try. Anyway, so we have the number 22. That is the master builder's number. Your divine masculine is working on creating. So they're kind of taking things into their hand and creating or making things happen, manifest around this dark moon, flower moon in Taurus. So not, all flowers do not bloom or grow overnight. So keep that concept in mind when dealing with your ascension process and your twin flame or your sacred partner. Nothing happens overnight here, all right? So your divine masculine is definitely in their heart space. They're feeling a lot of love here, even though they could be denying it or just choosing not to react to all of this loving or emotional energy that they're feeling with their divine feminine. We also have the number 9. So something is almost finished. It's almost completed here. This may be the phase of this higher level of insight that's coming into your divine masculine before they move out of solitude or ghosting or just icing you out. All right, there's some sort of spiritual enlightenment that's happening with your divine masculine concerning the relationships. I'm seeing that they're starting to realize there's a lot of trust missing, possibly between you and your divine masculine, divine feminine. So there's a level of space that's needed for this sense of freedom to be achieved between the both of you. So let's see what is going on with the romance oracle here as well. All right, so I have to fix that deck. Let's bring that down here. So let's see what's your divine masculine. I did see that passion card. So they are feeling that passionate energy, that loving, passionate energy in their heart space, divine feminine. But are they trusting it? You know, another blockage in the heart space could be trust issues. And we do have trust on this card. So trust issues may be a major blockage here when it comes to your divine masculine. But they cannot deny. And that's coming from family issues. Pay attention to the red flags, divine masculine, as well divine feminine, the signs of caution in you. So a lot of your guardians or your divine protectors, divine masculine, are showing you red flags in the most intimate relationships that you have around you. All right, we have reconciliation and divine feminine. This is working in your favor. How? Because your divine masculine is studying. They're actually looking, having more awareness about these different connections or relationships in their life. And it's kind of like confirming to them just how promising and how sacred you guys' energy or connection or relationship is. Your divine masculine wants to return to your life. All right. But there is a sense of blockage in the heart space because of trust. So they may be feeling like, you know what? The trust may have gone or broken out of this connection with my divine feminine. Some of them are going to come in very playfully, very fun-loving, very flirtatious. We have new love. All right. So for a lot of you, your divine masculine may come in as a new person with a new love energy or new love cycle, new emotional cycle. So you have broken down a heart wall in your divine masculine. I feel like this divine masculine is going to come around when you least expect it here. All right. And this may startle you. For some of you, you are getting your own intuitive guidances or your divine messages from your spirit babies with this divine masculine, telling you that your divine masculine is on their way. We have, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart. So your divine masculine heart is open at this moment. Free yourself. And we have true love. All right. So listen. They may have had, for some of you, your divine masculine went into a new romantic cycle with someone else. And you know what? It was meant to happen that way because your divine masculine needs to learn the karmic lessons or the life lessons about intimacy, freedom in relationship, acceptance, and trust. All right. I do feel like some of them are going to open their heart to someone new, and that's going to bring in those life lessons, and they're going to be pushed back into another solitude or another icing energy, because again, they need to go back and kind of reevaluate, kind of study these insights and these lessons that they may have had to go through yet again. All right. So some of them are beginning to free themselves. They're beginning to see that they are worthy of a love that is safe to open up themselves to, the highest energy of all. So your divine masculine is recognizing this uniqueness within themselves, and they may be in this process of freeing themselves. We have freedom, and now we have free yourself. So they're working on being free in this connection or this relationship with their divine feminine. So again, it's happening from the inside out. So their most important or significant relationships or connection that has a significant amount of history going to be impacted first, I feel, and then it's going to be with their divine feminine. So it's almost like they're going through a test trial, a test run with these significant relationships, connection, friendships, associates, what have you, first to get to their divine feminine. So this, like I said, the test trials have. Now, divine feminine, you may have been guided to go on a different path. For some of you divine feminines, you are with a new person, and this person is stirring romantic feelings, but again, your mind or your heart goes back to your true love, possibly your divine masculine. Some of you are going through a soulmate energy where it's not as deep or it's not as triggering as your divine masculine or feminine or the twin flame dynamic. So it's a level of contentment, but there's no deep emotional sense here. And I feel like some of you are caught in between this soulmate who cherishes you and love you and has you feeling emotional contentment, and then your divine masculine that may have been separated from you, or this relationship, this connection, to kind of like learn what true intimacy, acceptance, and trust is in relationships. So some of you are caught in the middle. I'm feeling for some of you divine feminines, when you're very sexual with your new person or your soulmate, the divine masculine comes in. For some of you, your divine masculine is very aware that you're out there kind of playing the field. And this is kind of like giving them a lot of heart shock. I'm feeling like a heart shock. When I was speaking about the divine feminine being with someone else, my heart did some sort of twitching. It's almost like it was like a squeezing of my heart. All right. So your divine masculine may be learning to free themselves so they could come in as a new person to you, bring in this new life towards this love. All right. So they do understand that this is a romance of a lifetime. Again, it has all of the healthy flags or the green flags here. And I feel like your divine masculine is working on their heart space. They are working on these trust issues. They are working on their self-worth, of knowing that they are deserving of this gift, this highest energy of love with their divine feminine. So let's see what the crappy cards has to say. Pull all of this together. What does the crappy card has to say? Memories. So for some of you, your divine masculine has some beautiful, pleasant memories, but it also turns into this haunting ghost energy. So they're being haunted by your presence or by your absence for some of you. So they have these lovely memories of embracing you, of very intimate moments. Could be conversations where you guys were really, really open about who you are, trusting the other person, to keep this between the both of you. We have old paradigms releasing. Yeah. So they're going to go through a few test runs with other people, new lifestyle, who this. So your divine masculine is very aware that this is a new lifestyle. And like I said before, it doesn't always have to mean relocating, moving house, doing this, doing that, switching up your diet. It could simply mean changing your perceptions, your concepts that you have always been living by, and bringing in these new ideas or new concepts to help with the process. Being more open-minded is what I was getting at. So being open-minded for your divine masculine is ushering this new lifestyle for them, this new person within them. So they're coming out from a heart space. For some of you, they're in solitude. They're in this peaceful, deep reflection at this time. And when they return, they're going to come out with this new version, because they're coming out from a sense of love towards their divine feminine with the reconciliation energy. So let's see what's going on. Let's bust down the tarot and see who all are the key characters here. Divine masculine. So I definitely feel like their heart is like really open at this time. They're really receptive to their divine feminine energies. They're embracing their feminine energies or their emotions as well. Wow, I'm hearing I feel so loved and warm and safe with you. So we have the Nine of Swords energy. Now, it could mean that your divine masculine right now is feeling a little bit stressed out and anxious at nighttime. So this new moon in Taurus, or this dark moon, this flower moon in Taurus, is going to bring an energy of vulnerability to your divine masculine tonight. They may suddenly wake up with a lot of hurt feelings, or feeling like, for some of you, your divine masculine may wake up out of their sleep feeling their divine feminine's hurt feelings as well. And, it's like they automatically start to pray for a sense of healing, or a sense for you, divine feminine, to release yourself, to free yourself from whatever you're feeling here, because they feel it too. So it's like they're gonna just know to pray for you or to pray for themselves, and therefore they're praying for you to kind of release themselves, free themselves from anything that's hurting them in the Nine of Swords energy. There's a lot of despair, and there's a guilty consciousness that your divine masculine may be battling or struggling with right now. For some of you, your divine masculine is still struggling with a miscarriage or something that they lost that was very precious, and it could be their divine feminine. For some of you, that's with your divine masculine, you were pregnant for your divine masculine. I feel like they're still struggling with the miscarriage that you guys may have experienced together. They may feel a sense of guilt, like it was their fault for not being open, or kind of putting you in a situation that hurt you. So it's like past issues. Your divine masculine is focusing too much on this past issues about relationships. So the memories may be haunting your divine masculine here. All right. There's a sense of guilt, and they want to have, or they're going through a complete breakdown with the old paradigms releasing, free yourself, and the Nine of Swords, divine feminine. So whoever this resonates with, your divine masculine is going through a complete breakdown. We have that with the number 9 as well. So we have 9-9. So the bigger picture is coming into view, or they're at a space in their life where they could now see or be more confident, be more open to reconciliation. What is this divine masculine going through right now? So we have the Queen of Wands has been coming up faithfully here on the hourglass as well, and many other channels I have seen with the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands to me is coming out with your divine masculine as wanting to be very easygoing or outgoing here. It's like they're feeling more bold and more eccentric about their heart space. It could also feel like there's a sense of mystical or mysticism here with the cat. They're feeling like blessed or very lucky to have their divine feminine. Now with the 7 of Wands, I do feel like they have something to say, and they're going to be very prepared to stand up for what they have to say, divine feminine. So you may try to like talk them out or kind of raise questions, and they're going to kind of get defensive about their truth here. They could also feel like their divine feminine may be in a very defensive energy towards them, feeling like, you know, you're feeling yourself right now. You're warm. You know that you're the sunshine. And I feel like you're going to stand up, even though you may feel kind of like out of balance with your divine masculine. You may feel a little shaky or nervous or a little bit anxious to stand up for yourself, but I feel like you're going to go for it. And that's going to bring in this Ace of Pentacles, or you have always been, you know, very easygoing, outgoing, but you have like this fierce warrior type energy for standing up for yourself, and your divine masculine finds that very intriguing. They may see a lot of substance in that, and they trust that energy. Someone that's able to say no or stand up for the wrongdoing with the Queen of Wands, because the Queen of Wands don't take no shit here. What was that? Did you guys see a card that was flipped, or is just my imagination? There we go. We have the 6 of Cups here as well. Yeah, so there's a lot of fond memories with you, divine feminine. Oh my gosh, you know, that intimate time that you guys may have shared was very freeing for your divine masculine. I feel like you have activated this divine masculine's heart space. They're in tune with how they feel. You live in their heart. There's a lot of giving and receiving in these memories that they have with you. So I don't know. If you guys plan a trip, one person may pay for the ticket, the other person may pay for other expensive. It just feels like this giving and receiving energy. And it's like they may be trapped in a lot of this trust issues, but your divine masculine is working on that, and they're coming back. They're going to come back as a new person. All right. So you may be in your nostalgic energy as well, and they feel it because they're going through it too. So your divine masculine would like you to know, listen, you are having a lot of memories about me, and I'm having a lot of memories about you. Like, I can't stop thinking about you, and I want this reconciliation. Some of you, your divine masculine may see you as a very old soul, but there's like a past life memory here as well that somebody's holding on to. You know, this past life memory has a lot to do with acceptance and freedom. You guys may have had to fight to be free to love each other with the 5 of Wands. Okay, so I'm hearing your divine masculine saying no fighting. No fighting. Just accept my love with the Knight of Wands. So you may not be too trusting or accepting of this Knight of Wands energy. Knight of Pentacles. I'm going to get one more clarification card with all of these Knights energy with the Four of Pentacles. And we have the Hierophant. So listen. There's a lot of dedication here. All right, Divine Feminine, with this true love, heart space, heart chakra, Hierophant, there's a true dedication and determination to see this through, Divine Feminine. I don't know if you see in that now, but they feel like they should be more dedicated and determined towards this reconciliation. Now, there is some sort of inner conflict here with who to show, which is the right new person or new energy to show up in Divine Feminine. Excuse me. So your Divine Masculine coming in very slow, very steadily, very cautiously with the Knight of Pentacles, but they really want to rush in and take action now. And I feel like they have to kind of like sound themselves. It's like they have to like compose themselves with the Four of Pentacles, but they are holding on to this Ace of Pentacles with you. So, you know, this could be a new business, a new life that they're trying to hold on to. And, you know, it has them torn. They feel like they're going in two different directions, or they have two different methods that they want to hold on to or try here. So with the Four of Pentacles, I definitely get your Divine Masculine is working on financial security and safety here. That is their main priority in many ways. They want to be very successful here with the Four of Pentacles, with giving you and offering you this Ace of Pentacles energy. They're coming in this Hierophant energy, in the true love. So they have mastered. There's a very powerful mastery here with the Hierophant and true love. It's like they now understand what this is, how true, how honest, how accepting this love energy is between. It's freeing them from any type of sin that they may have in the Hierophant energy is what I got. I'm also getting that they have thoughts about committing to you, but they're going to be very slow. They don't want to be very reckless, all right? They have a fear of being reckless. They want some sort of stability and solid. This energy, this relationship is very important to your Divine Masculine with the Hierophant and true love. That talks about solid relationship, solid alliances. For some of you, your person may have went through a situation where they were tested or their commitments were tested before, or this situation is calling for a testing of commitments with the relationships as well. They could have had a past relationship that wanted marriage from them, and you know it didn't play out. Maybe they were engaged, and that engagement or that marriage was kind of like attached to a lot of social or society's way of marriages. So it's like this is very unconventional. This connection between the both of you calls for very untraditional, unconventional methods, and your Divine Masculine is releasing themselves from a lot of ways that was deemed acceptable by society, if you get what I'm saying. So they're possibly flushing out religious views of commitments and marriage and looking at it as universal love with the heart space. So they may have had a very poor conception of marriage, or the concept of marriage did not agree with your Divine Masculine, but seeing you stand up for what you believe in is giving them something to believe in as well. All right, so if you believe in this true love concept and this and that, and we were meant to be, and all of this is happening to redirect, they're starting to believe that because you're so passionate in that belief. You get what I'm saying? So in the past, they may have been very defensive, kind of stingy and possessive, Four of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles with the Seven of Wands, about offering you commitment. But now I feel like they're ready to try something new with the Queen of Wands energy. It's like, as I would try anything as long as it's with you. Divine Feminine is what I'm getting. So, you know, they may not have enjoyed what they have repped before, with the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. So, you know, if they came in with this hot and cold energy of this go-getters energy with the Knight of Wands, I feel like they're transitioning into the Knight of Pentacles, where it's more slow and steady, but of value. All right. So it may not be what you like, Divine Feminine. It may be a whole change in character with new love, a new person. Your person, and for some of you, you have two knights that's after you. One is your Divine Masculine, and the other is this new person. And you have to decide, who are you going to accept this Ace of Pentacles with? Who are you going to accept this stability with? It feels like a gamble. You may be gambling here, Divine Feminine, or that's how it feels. Some of you, your Divine Masculine with Free Yourself, Four of Pentacles, that could talk about shedding the old, but still holding on to the memory, still letting what has already passed haunt you. And this is causing some sort of Five of Wands inner conflict. So it's now time to release this old paradigm, or shedding the old. So we no longer could be in this defensive, combative, competitive energy. For some of you, your Divine Masculine is going to kind of like fight for this with the Seven of Wands, Five of Wands, Seven of Wands energy. It's like I'm ready to take on the competition. I'm ready to take on the competition. If I have to fight for this love, I'm ready to do this. Some of your Divine Masculines, they may be kind of like holding on to some past issues that they experienced in these different relationships that they have, and now they're seeing that it's time to free themselves. Hey, I did mention that, and it's showing up 3 times with old paradigms, releasing, Four of Pentacles, and Free Yourself. So they know that they have to shed some old ways or old things. It's no longer space for it. For some of you, your Divine Masculine is very, very possessive of this love. You know, even though they tend to put money, or they show this very materialistic side of themselves, they're very, very possessive of the future here with the Ace of Pentacles. Very, very possessive of the future with you. With the Hierophant energy, I feel like they want to stick to things that's very unconventional. Maybe in the past, they were very defensive of how unconventional or how untraditional this was. But they're starting to embrace it. A heart wall has been taken down. This love is a fortress. What song is that? Something to do with this love is a fortress. Wow. So, you know, in the past, they could have lacked a lot of planning or tact. And I feel like this is why we have the Knights with the Four of Pentacles, because they're moving it intact now. There's a lot of promise in this. Okay, so they want to offer you a new beginning despite of all the failures or things that fell out or fell apart. They still want to offer you something here, Divine Feminine. They could be still holding on to the past when they didn't give, and how much conflict that cropped up because of that energy. So they no longer want to lose any more opportunities because of this greed, this stinginess. Wow, Divine Masculine. So they're coming through. They already know what was blocking their heart here, and I feel like they're working on it, because they no longer want to experience this energy of lack, of failures with their Divine Feminine. Very interesting. So, you know, your person, Divine Masculine, may be going through a lot of arguments with the close relationships they have. They're starting to question these alliances that they have here. For some of you, they're working with people that's going to competition with them, and they're starting to question the trust in these relationships. Is coming out really strong with relationships. 7, 5 of Wands is like, who are these people that I'm devoted to, that I have this blind trust to? It's something to do with a boy group, a girl group, could even be an institution, could even be a branding with the Hierophant. So your Divine Masculine is ready to fight. They may have some jealousy here going on. Some people may be really jealous of you guys' relationship, or really jealous of how the Divine Masculine's love for you is very, very potent. Some of you, a lot of you have Divine Masculines that other people are trying to fight for their attention, for their approval. Someone in their circle is trying to fight with them. They're very jealous, Could be jealous of your divine masculine's branding or wisdom or spirituality. Somebody's around your divine masculine that's very, very, it could be a close friend that they consider a brother, a sister. This person is very jealous of your divine masculine. This could be a very jealous ex. Your divine masculine could be very jealous of you with new people around your energy. All right. So I don't know. For some of you, your divine masculine may come in to fight for your affection, or they're going to do something for your affection here. Oh my goodness. This is spicy. So let's see what's going on here. Divine masculine. What's going on? Some of you, you're dripped in gold, or your skin is like tan. Maybe you have a tan from the sun. There's a lot, you may have a very strong ego to divine feminine right now, where you have a lot of people envying you and fighting for your attention, and your divine masculine is getting jealous. You have a lot of people you're entertaining or wants to entertain you, and you're just sitting there like, yawn. I was raised to manipulate than to love. So your divine masculine is now aware that they were raised, they were trained to manipulate, and they're releasing that pattern or that paradigm because it's hurting them. It's hurting who they are. So this is why we had the Knight of Wands energy, where they were like fearless but reckless and, you know, very defensive, because they were trained to do this either by relationships or in their family. There was a very religious person in their life that they look up to, or had very strong religious opinions or views instilled on them, madly in love with you. Wow. Divine feminine. You have stood your ground. Yes, there may have been times where you may have felt very defeated, but you have managed to still stand up with grace. It's like you believing in what you love gave this divine masculine something to believe in. That's what I keep getting. It's either you gave them something to believe in, or divine feminine, you gave your divine masculine something to respect. And this is where the madly in love with you. It's like when you guys are in separation, the memories come in. The memories come in, and they dream about this life with you. Wow. I'm madly in love with you. You make them melt, divine feminine, the dark truth. So there's a dark truth here. And it may be that manipulating instead of to love, avoidance. So one of their dark truths may be that they're very avoidant, very possessive of their money or their time, their resources. I might cry. This love is too good to be true. Divine masculine is not too good to be true. And I feel like for many of you, your divine masculine, they compare this love that they have with you with what society approves as love, with what the people in their life, their family, alliances, they're looking at everybody else's love and comparing it. And you guys just don't fit in that margin. And this makes them very like meltish. Like it melts them. It makes them very emotional. It makes them feel like they were blessed. They were lucky to have someone like you in their life. But it also makes them feel very fearful that they may be falling into a trap. They may be bamboozled, because they already feel very imbalanced or uncertain a lot with this thing. Oh my gosh, here we go again. I might cry. This love is too good to be true. I feel for some of you, if you have been very sexual with your divine masculine, they wanted to cry, but you know, they didn't show you. They kept it all in. It was very spiritual or very healing in nature. So, you know, oh my goodness. What is that I just got? Nothing can compare to us. I'm telling you, very unconventional, very untraditional. You guys, love has broken a cycle of what is acceptable here is what I got. It traveled many lifetimes. Six of Cups, relationships and reconciliation. This has been going on for many, many lifetimes. I felt discarded and neglected by you, searching for happiness in detours. So your divine masculine may be avoiding this whole thing because, again, they're looking at what society deems as acceptable love, as what love is, and they're constantly comparing it with you. I feel like at times they don't even know that they're doing it until there's like a falling out here. All right. Or when you guys' ego clash, it's like then they realize like, shit, I did it again. I did it again. I was comparing again. So your divine masculine may be just putting on their best shit. They may be looking good, smelling good, and they're entertaining others, or they're letting others entertain them because they felt pushed away by you. And it could be their own guardiness, their own defensiveness that pushed you away, but because they feel like this is natural, this defensive energy of the Seven of Wands, they feel like it's natural. I feel like you're dealing with a divine masculine that does not like to compromise. They may say that they're very simple, but they're very complex. And I feel like when they're being challenged or threatened, or they're being asked to look beyond, they get in this defensive energy, heart on fire. Erotic devoted bliss. I'm telling you, there was a strong devotion coming from this Hierophant when I laid it there, and now we have devoted bliss. So this is what your divine masculine is feeling about you around this new moon Taurus, dark moon Taurus, flower moon Taurus energy. And above that, I feel like there's a obsessive energy coming from the Queen of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Four of Pentacles. And I'm saying this because with this Tauran energy, there's a capability, or there's a possibility for your divine masculine. Meaning we have all these memories and these visions of love. I feel like your divine masculine is really, really obsessed about creating or building something very beautiful with you. With the sunflower, very beautiful, very strong. It's so obsessive, but it could carry over to something that's very spiritual or inspirational in the ending. You get what I'm saying? Oh my goodness, with that Tauran energy, feeling very sentimental. So you guys may have things that you share, songs, could be a date, could be a place. Your divine masculine is feeling very, very sentimental. I feel like they often go to this place, or whatever it is, they often go there, and they kind of stew in the energy that once was. So reliving these memories, or thinking about these memories, their body is reliving the moment with you. We have destiny guiding me into my purpose. So they may feel like whatever they had to go through, it was destined, it was fated, and it was guided to follow you or find you. And now it's helping them to be on this new path of a lifestyle, or even a new business. It feels like destiny. They were guided to go through every step of this thing. Working on nurturing my feminine energy, or your feminine energy. So this could be your divine masculine is working on that feminine energy, embracing their emotions, trusting their heart, trusting their intuition, feeling the need to express themselves in different relationships in their life, honoring how they feel in every situation, and honoring the need to let go, kind of shutting down this guilty consciousness and knowing that they're doing the right thing. So divine feminine, you need to work on nurturing your feminine energy as well, which is trusting your intuition and connecting with that unconditional love, that true love energy, the highest frequency. So your divine masculine wants a chance to show you something here, or say something with the Seven of Wands. But the guilt, or, there's guilt and there's repressed issues that's stopping them. They're still learning something about, so something is being initiated here. They feel like it's an initiation. Queen of Wands, Hierophant. I feel like this divine masculine wants to engage you or give you a promise here. Despite of broken promises before, I feel understood for the first time ever. Let go of unrealistic expectations of me. Okay, so what is that about? So maybe it's about the commitments. Maybe the kind of commitment that you want from this divine masculine is not realistic at this moment. That doesn't mean it's going to stay like that. I feel like a failure. That's what it is. This is what I was talking about. They let this feeling, because of this broken promises, they have to learn to shed this feeling like a failure energy, but they're always in torment or conflict with their egos. An ego could come from that Hierophant, believe it or not. That Hierophant is in a place of power. And again, they could have a very high powered family. Projects would lead to success and fruitful networking and opportunities. That's that Ace of Pentacles. So your divine masculine has transitioned from the Knight of Wands to the Knight of Pentacles, where they're more cautious. They're watching the details here. Honest sinner. That's the Hierophant for the sins that they committed. Yep. Wow. So they're going to tell you something here, divine feminine. They're going to tell you, they're going to talk to you about these religious beliefs or these ethics, these cultural beliefs that they were living by. They're going to be straight up about how that has impact or influenced them. Some of it you may get your eyebrows to raise hair, but your divine masculine is willing to kind of like, they're going to give you a very descriptive or detailed reason to why, but it's going to feel very defensive because that's where the energy is at right now. Choosing to follow a higher path. So they're seeking redemption. I feel like in the Hierophant energy, they're being initiated into their destiny, divine feminine, and I feel like they're surrendering to it. Because it feels like a sense of empowerment and very powerful energy from the Hierophant. You get what I'm saying? There's some sort of politics. I don't know if they're in a boy group, girl group, or they're doing something in alliances, but there's in this alliance, in this group, there's somebody that's very envious and jealous of the divine masculine spiritual evolution here. Your divine masculine may have, or they may be teaching this small group of people coming from their own experiences, and somebody's really envious of your divine masculine's growth. I see you everywhere. So your divine masculine may have went from being very superstitious or very like, I'm hearing superstitious, or they were very like iffy about this whole spiritual thing because they may be coming from a religious background. But I feel like they're surrendering to it more and more each day because they're picking up different signs and synchronicities. It's like everything is pointing to their divine feminine. Everything was destined to happen to lead them on this higher purpose of the Hierophant. So if your divine masculine was very skeptical, that's the word, skeptical, superstitious about mysticism, about esoteric knowledge, about signs and synchronicities, I feel like now they're starting to believe in it because you believe in it. So it's like you giving them something to respect, to trust, something that's bigger than them, coming from a very possessive energy of the Four of Pentacles, something that's bigger than them, something that cannot be explained logically or scientifically. So because of your strong, passionate beliefs in the Queen of Wands, Seven of Wands, they're seeing you giving yourself this new break in life. Some of your new careers or businesses is based off of this passionate belief. And they're seeing how much of beneficial it is for the divine feminine. So it's like giving them something to believe. So for some of you, I don't want to say, but for some of you, divine masculine is just a follower. They kind of follow the trends or what politics or what society's deeming as alliances and successfuls and powerful connections. They may have been following that trend for a very long time. All right. And they were very defensive of these methods, but now they have this opportunity to kind of move past those things that cause failures, those beliefs, those ethics, cultural beliefs that cause failure. They're kind of shedding the old and kind of embracing this strong foundation or opportunity to build strong hair. For some of you, this divine masculine is making money, or they've seen you making money. They've seen a lot of people kind of following you. This warrior energy, you have gained the trust of multiple people or masses of people here. And they're kind of remembering, when they had you all to themselves, and they did not kind of like hold on to that or cherish that. So, wow. That felt like a hit right there when I said that. So they see you everywhere, divine feminine. Everything reminds them of you. I feel like this divine masculine has a spirit baby that likes you. This spirit baby likes you or loves you, or something about the spirit baby's innocence is connected to you, divine feminine. Even if it's with some, I feel like they may have had a child that passed away as an infant, a small child that they favor or they miss. It could even be a longtime friend that passed away from an accident or an incident. They feel like this guide likes you, divine feminine, because this guide points them to different things, or is like it captures their attention. I don't know if your divine masculine is seeing like orbs or flashes of light, and then they look, and then it's a reminder of you. All right, so it has no more inconsistencies, no more lies, wearing masks, no more emotional unavailability, no more letting fears run my life or your life, no more people pleasing. Yes, because your divine masculine is now they're checking these relationships or things that they hold, these alliances that they hold close to their heart. But they're starting to see a lot of envy, a lot of jealousy coming from these people, competition. Maybe in the past they thought it was all funny, but now it's getting ridiculous. All right? I've hurt you and I don't know what to do to mend things between us. Whoa. Come on, masculine. Let's go. You know the answers. Horrifying energy. You're very wise. You need to move more unconventional here. More dedication is needed. More seriousness in the alliance or the commitments. Loosen up that grip, baby. It's time to let go and move on. You deserve it. So I guess for some of you, you have moved on with a new person and you're just checking back to see where your divine masculine is at in their healing process. They want you to know too that you need to loosen up the grip. I feel like they want you to move on from a past issue that you may be holding on to, or you haven't gotten over it. Could have been about a commitment in the past that you wanted from them that they didn't give you. You may need to kind of release that because I feel like there was a huge shift that happened here. I'm learning to protect my energy around draining people, setting healthy boundaries. I feel like in the 4 of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands, your divine masculine is standing up for themselves here. They're kind of seeing how people are like tricking them, or there's a lot of politicking. I got with the Hierophant, so it's like a lot of people forming alliances out of greed, out of jealousy. So it's almost like keep your enemies close. Grateful that you're still here or still there and haven't grew tired of me yet, so they could energetically pick you up. They still feel or could tap into this unconditional universal love with their feminine through their heart space and their sacral chakra. So they're definitely wanting to be very intimate with you. I feel like they want to get like this hardcore, wild, it's like they want this bold move to come from their divine feminine. They're resonating with a lot of cats or big cat family. It says master manipulators. And I was taught to manipulate than to love. A master manipulator makes a lie believable, mixing a small fractions of the truth with large fractions of lies. So this may have been your divine masculine's energy in the Hierophant, kind of abusing their manipulation tactics, using their wisdom as a weapon here, using the need of commitments as a weapon as well. So using alliances, strong relationships as a weapon, and then later betraying that, or later coming into a competition that comes into a fight or drama. It's a lot of drama here going on in this group. Dare to raise the bar and dream bigger. The ethers or the universe has bigger plans for you. 777. So that may be confirmation that your divine masculine is now seeing that this is not part of their calling after some sort of threat or drama incident here with very close alliances. So you know what? A lot of people could have been forming alliances with your divine masculine because their name holds a lot of respect and weight. And they were just around your divine masculine for the power, for the respect. And your divine masculine is starting to see how they attracted those people by being manipulating as well. So your divine masculine wants you to know there's a deep impact. You have left a deep impact, or you have a deep impact on this person's life, and it's real. It is real. When things go wrong, don't panic. Trust your intuition and your gut, your natural gut instincts. All right, so your divine masculine may have panicked and ran away from you, and now they're seeing everything. Every place they go, they see you. Oh my goodness. I just got wait for me by the gate, wait for me by the door. Let's move in together. I'm serious. Wait for me by the gate. Wait for me by the door. For some of you, it's wait for me by the garage. They want to see you waiting for them by the door. Okay, so some of you may have spent a lot of time at this person's house or vice versa, and they got really obsessed or addicted to that feeling. Not enough trust to get this relationship started. There's a lack of commitment, or there's a lack of communication with no explanation for showing up. Something is very intolerable here. And last, we have I feel powerless in my situations. Looking at you makes me feel strong. Karmic cycles. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. Let's get something out of the green bag and close it up. You guys, I hope you guys enjoy this masculine energy update with the Taurus new moon. So yeah, I feel like there's an obsession to create something very beautiful with the divine feminine, but it has the potential to carry out or carry on into something that's very inspirational and spiritual. Okay, thank you. All right, so let's see. Fortune cookie reads, integrity is doing the right thing even if nobody is watching. And that's the 5 of Wands. When we tussle with doing the right thing because of guilty conscience with the 9 of Swords, we often come into this personal inner conflict, and we create dramatic situations. We create a lot of alliances that triggers a lot of drama, a lot of competition as well. Close my door. Bane, outside. Outside, Bane, go. We have next, every adversity carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. So yeah, I feel like your divine masculine is coming to this huge realization. They're at a 9, you guys. They're coming to this huge realization that they have created a lot of this dysfunction, discord in their life because of manipulation. They were trained this way. And they could even be looking at their family members with the side eye. They could even be paying attention to these relationships that they compare you guys' connection to as people not doing the right thing, even when the partner is around. Your person may have been doing that as well as a dark truth. They may not have been in this integrity energy. And because they were so much in conflict of what to do, what is the right thing to do? What is society saying to do? A lot of times we look at celebrity gossip and it's all about cheating and doing all of this thing. And we automatically feel ashamed. We feel a sense of guilt, but we also feel like that's the norm. That is what's supposed to be happening. But if we're in true love with a person, we don't look for that love elsewhere because we feel like this is it. In this one being, this is what I need in my life. And I feel like it took a lot of conflicts, a lot of competition with other individuals. It took a lot of betrayals of trust. I even feel like your divine masculine heard some people talking about him or her behind their back. And now they're very defensive, but they're being very smart about conflict or creating conflict with these people. So I don't know if they came to this awareness or somebody enlightened them that they have very jealous and envious people that's pretending to be on their side. But it's happening for your divine masculine to see beyond the materialistic things, to see beyond this possession. People are not objects to be possessed here. And the next thing I'm hearing with freedom and true love is divine feminine. Continue to love your divine masculine and give them the space that they need. Because the more that they panic and feel like this neglect or this abandonment issue, and they run towards people that manipulate instead of love, they start to see how true your love is. People are not objects. We don't own people that we love. We love them into freedom so they could feel free to be with us. They feel free to choose to be with us and feel free that they made the best choice for themselves, all right? We have 15, 3, 42, 22 again, 14, 5, 25, sorry, 34, 4, 12, 37, 32, 33. All right, so baboom. And I feel like your divine masculine for a long time, they were under this concept that, you know, if you love someone, you own them. You're very possessive of them. Jealousy, creating jealousy, excuse me, as a form of validation, as a form of approval, and seeing that that pushed them into the wrong hands here, the relationship hands. Yup. All right. So they're seeing you everywhere they're going. They're being haunted by these memories, divine feminine. I can't seem to escape you out of my mind. So, right, whatever your strong, passionate beliefs is, you're sparking that belief in your divine masculine because they resonate with what makes you happy. Because they're a part of you. What is the guidance head as we close up? So we have 3 cards. Choose a new direction, perfect timing, and forgiveness. So those of you that's watching, and we have trust again, your divine masculine is choosing another direction, but they have to have trust in themselves that they're doing the right thing, and this is the perfect time. And it's, excuse me, guys, it's so funny. It's so funny because I had a dream about the hourglass, and in my dreams, I dreamt that the hourglass fell. Well, I didn't see it fall, but it was toppled over, broken, and the sand was just slipping out of it. It wasn't slipping out of it fast, but it was just streaming out of the glass, and it was pure white sand. And I remember thinking time is up, or time is running out when I woke up. And there's the hourglass here as well. But it's saying here it's perfect timing. And I also get that your divine masculine really needs to accept. They need to make this choice to forgive themselves for whatever guilt they're carrying about a dark truth or about manipulating the divine feminine. It's like, you know better, now it's time to do better. But your divine masculine really, really needs to forgive themselves and make that choice to accept this self-forgiveness for them to trust themselves moving forward. What is this? And we have listen to your intuition as the bottom card. So divine masculine, divine feminine is the perfect time to trust your intuition and choose a new direction as well. And that could be a new direction in thinking differently, bringing in this new lifestyle of programmings or paradigms. Is also could talk about giving yourself permission to create your own beliefs that resonate with your growth, that resonate with your true happiness, that resonate with the connections, the relationships in your life, that brings a strong sense of trust, devoted bliss, and love. All right, so I'm gonna leave it there, you guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this message, and if you did, big up yourself in the comment box below. Thank you guys so much for your generous donations and tips to the free readings here on the Hourglass. You guys motivate me to keep coming out here and banging out as close to accurate or practical spreads as I could. You guys kind of like update my tarot and my oracle decks. All of it goes back into the Hourglass community and channel, and I'm so appreciative of you guys riding with me on this journey, and thankful that you guys appreciate the way how I read tarot. All right, so I'm gonna leave it there. Please enjoy the new moon, the dark moon in Taurus. Again, it's a flower moon. Flowers or plants do not grow overnight. Keep that concept in mind. All right, plant a tree. You know what I'm saying? It's not just all about manifestation. It's all about growing and creating things. All right, so let this new moon in Taurus lift you up. Right, lift you up. I like that. Let this energy of the moon lift you up, you guys. And yeah, be blessed. I hope everything falls in place for each and every one of you, and I'll see you guys in another channel message. Chat to you guys later. Ciao.